Good evening, chess fans, and this is the fifth round of the Grand Chess Tour, the Rapid Edition, and the game between Wesley So and Grischuk have started. It is a Roy Lopez, and Wesley is black. So we can go back to the starting position so that we could see the how they progressed in their series of moves. So Grischuk started with e4, e5 by Wesley, knight f3, knight c6, bishop b5, knight f6, and d3, and bishop c5, c3, castling by Wesley, castling by Grischuk, and d6, h3, and knight e7. And now Grischuk is thinking here, and he's ahead in time, and he immediately lunges with d4, bishop b6. This is a battle between two fast blitz players. Of course, Grischuk is really known for his speed in rapid and blitz, and as well as Wesley Saw, and it's a very good fight to watch because they are both monsters in fast time controls. Okay, rook e1 by Grischuk. Wow, d5 by by Wesley. Is this something new? Do you think this is a sound counterplay here? That got Grischuk thinking, but not for long. Knight e5 and knight e4 by Wesley. Pretty good position for Wesley here. That's a good defense, retreating but at the same time attacking the bishop at b5. Then Wesley could consolidate with knight g6. He is not comfortable with the knight on e5. I think he wants knight g6, but does not want the knight to be the one taking the g6 pawn. Oh, this is better because Wesley challenges the bishop. So there would be no major weakening of the pawn structure here. What do you think of this position, guys? Let's see what's happening with the other players. So Momidjarov is ahead or better against Karyakin, and Nakamura is better against MBL. And Aronian and Giri is still even. So this knight b3 got Wesley thinking. Wesley took on d3. Of course, there's no other reply with that except queen takes d3. What's taking Grischuk so long? Oh, it's not long. He has replied already. If knight c5, maybe uh, bishop takes c5 and then knight e4. So here we are. This is already on the final phases of the game. I have actually paused the recording of the video. So let's go back to the early phase where we left off. So I think we left off from the move knight g6 by Wesley, and as predicted, Gary moved his knight to c5. So knight c5 and then rook e8, bishop d2, c6, and b3 by Grischuk. And then queen to c7, rook takes e8, rook takes e8, rook e1, rook takes e1 check, and knight takes e1. So bishop takes c5, and then d takes c5, and then knight e4. I think this is not yet the last move because we have b4, and then knight to e5, and it's Wesley's turn here, and it's a good indication here. We see that he is still ahead in terms of time by more than 3 minutes compared to Grischuk, and this is in the final phase of the game. So what do you think, guys? How would Wesley proceed with this position? I think Wesley should go knight c4 here, intending to take the bishop, and then queen to e5 if possible. If Grischuk would not go to knight f3. So what's happening with the other games? Let's see. Anand is winning against Caruana and Mamidjarov against Karyakin. Actually, it seems that a lot of decisive games would happen today. Aronian is ahead against Anish Giri and MVL against Nakamura. So maybe we can see this Aronian versus Anish game. Oh, Aronian has a queen against two rooks by Anish. And he has uh, pawn side majority on the king side. Well, let's go back to our featured game here, which is Wesley against Grischuk. Wesley is slightly better now, or a little more of equal. Okay, so after knight c4, we left off with this position, and then knight c4, and then knight f3 here. So what do you think would be the decision for Wesley here? Is less than 2 minutes ahead in terms of time. Wesley could go knight c takes d2, and if And then knight takes d2 for Grischuk, and then Wesley could go queen e5. And the only defense would be either c4 or knight to b1. But of course, knight b1 is not a good move. However, if queen e5 after knight takes d2, maybe Grischuk would just exchange the knight at e4. So Wesley did exchange on d2 and the knight d2 by Grischuk. And then maybe Wesley could consolidate with f5 here. Could go f5. However, that would be weakening his pawn structure. So he goes queen to e5, just as we have been discussing a while ago. So what are the options here? If Grischuk would exchange the knight, Wesley could take with queen takes e4 or d takes e4. So let's see the other games. Wow, Anand is dominating Fabiano here, and Anand is winning here. And Nakamura and MVL is a draw. Okay, let's go back here. So knight takes e4 by Grischuk. Queen takes e4. So Wesley is asking Grischuk to exchange queens. And if Grischuk takes on e4 with his queen, then d takes e4. And then Wesley has a good diagonal for his king to advance to. He could go king f7, e6, and if no c4, then he could go to king to d5. But if with c4 by Grischuk, he could go king e5. I think overall, it's pretty dominating here. But he would have no. But if d takes after d takes e5, Grischuk has more pawns on the queen side. So that's the downside of it here in this position. It becomes equal now. The computer's evaluation is already equal here. Grischuk is evaluating the resulting endgame here. So let's resume the coverage of Wesley against Grischuk. So a different thing happened. Grischuk did not take on e4. So queen, maybe he saw that he would not be able to hold the endgame. So queen d1, queen c4, and then queen g4. Okay, so Wesley took that queen to prevent the white queen from going to the back rank. Then king f7 here. Okay, so he prevented that immediately. Hmm. Did Wesley just give up the win? What if f3 here? If f3 and then h4. I think that's a blunder by Wesley. Okay, I think there's a logic to that. Wesley intends to make this an outside pass pawn because he has the h pawn and the g pawn, so he has an outside passer here. So how would Wesley proceed? So that this Wesley moved with g6. So this is a good move because it provides a some sort of additional tempo if ever he needs it. So Grischuk is doing the same. Is waiting for that crucial tempo here. So the one who has mastery of the endgame here would win because uh, these endgames are very difficult to figure out on the board, especially with limited time on the clock. But it's already clear here. Oh, hmm, some tempo here. Okay. They both have a passer, and Wesley went on to queen first. I think Wesley would be able to take one of the pawns of Grischuk here. All he has to do is queen d5 check, and then the king would take on b4, and then next is c5 with the queen. This is in the bag for Wesley. This is already a one game for him. He's doing a staircase attack here. Queen h4, then queen takes b4. Yes, and he intends to. Wesley could take now on the b4 pawn. So another win for Wesley here, I bet. You just take on the b4 pawn and then it's over. Did So just try to get repetition? What repetition are you talking about? The moves are not the squares landed with a check are not the same. So this is it. Wesley would take the pawn on b4 now because there is no check from white. So that's what Wesley is preventing. After he takes on the b pawn, then there would be no check from white, from the white queen. So he would do that again, trying to prevent the check again. So that's it. Another check at d4. And Wesley's endgame ability here is really amazing. He has great technique. So what he just did is to be able to prevent check from white. Is the only one that would be doing the check, but not white. Oh, this is over. It's over now. Look just how Wesley did it. It's over. So congratulations again, Wesley. You have now extended your lead more. I think you are now leading by 1.5 game.